Okay, let's talk about it. So I keep seeing this card and it's working on my last nerve because I feel like I've been doing a lot of work. I've been doing a lot of meditating. I've been doing a lot of soul searching, dark souls of the night, all that kind of shit, right? But this card keeps coming up. What the fuck? So, that's my signifier. This is what I think I'm overlooking. Have I missed that opportunity? I'm too busy worrying about other bullshit. I'm reaching that point of being apathetic about it all because it's like, damn, like, what am I doing? I'm just going to sit my butt here and fucking A. Because I know it's supposed to come, right? But being worried that I'm too busy just, I don't know. That I missed it, right? And this is what, because it wasn't just two that wanted to come out, or one card to signify. But with this one, I feel like it was, they didn't just want to give me this, right? This just hits a particular way when it's all by itself, right? But if you throw in this, it can remind me that this quilt always reminds me of my grandmother's quilt. And that reminds me, that to me reinforces the whole idea of don't worry. You are being watched over. You are being protected. This is all working out. Don't worry. Why are you worrying so much? Why can't you just live and let live? Why can't you let it go and just live? And remember that you have this opportunity right now to heal and be protected without any more absolute crises and bullshit being thrown on your shoulders, because you're healing. You're coming out of it. After the 9 is the 10, baby. It's the completion. So know that you don't need to worry anymore. You're okay. But at the same time, these ones then also kind of jumped out. But it was like I did this one, and then these jumped out, and then I looked and I saw this, and I was like, so I think these just had to get out of the way to get to this so that I could have both of these together and to give me the full, this is what is happening with this Two of Swords. That I'm not, recognizing enough that, hey, let it go. It does not have to be like that. It can be like this. Let it go. You're done. The worst is over. It's over. I know it's what you're used to, but you don't need to be used to that anymore. So let's work through these, though. There's concern about bridges burned, and there's, quite frankly, a person I need to get back in touch with that I need to, chit-chat with. But there are bridges burned in my life. And it's been about, I've been trying to figure out, do I stop drinking coffee? Is that, getting in the way of my abilities? People talk about that crap. It's just right along the lines of the body keeps score, right? So I have a tendency to drink a lot of coffee. I should probably throw that out there for context. I have a tendency to drink a lot of coffee, but you know what? I can also smoke a lot of fucking weed, all right? Let's go. Balance, moderation. Anything in excess is bad, but guess what? I don't really feel so much like I'm either of these two levels down here. I feel like this motherfucker right here, like being in control of those urges, those wants. I really want another cup of coffee, but I've already had one, and that's fine, And through this, we have new beginnings. We have getting the fuck out of Dodge like I really freaking want to. I don't necessarily want to leave my mom. I take care of my mom. She needs me. But I kind of just, I'm a caregiver, generally speaking, you know what I mean? There's certain people that I do want to bring with me. The chosen ones, if you will. Anyway, so, oh goodness gracious, now I'm just making a mess. So, then I was like, okay. And I had a moment, you know, a little chit-chatty poo. And was like, okay, so what can I do to heal this? Now, I've been seeing this motherfucker since I got back into tarot back in March. It is now nearing the end of September. Same year, 2024, baby. I've been doing whenever I see this, I think of meditation. Not only going into hermit mode, but really like meditating, turning off the world and needing to get back in tune with the sound of your own heartbeat. I've been trying to figure out what I can do, you know, ever since learning 4 years ago that I'm also autistic. I've been trying to figure out what all of this truly means for me, because everything else that I've been doing in my life has not been it. It has only caused chronic pain and a lack of life. So I am among those who's just simply been trying to figure out, okay, then what the fuck? Pure and simple. So this is not my first time seeing this motherfucker, but you know what? I just had another reading recently where these two both came up. And just earlier, in my like usual general, like for myself personal reading, I'm like, okay team, what's up? What should I be? What's the kind of message that you want to share with me? You know, I kind of consider tarot and the like picking up a telephone. You know, it's just different than meditation. Meditation can be so ethereal. This is like a focus, a hyper focus, you know what I mean? And the bottom of the deck earlier was the Knight of Swords. But this motherfucker all showed up. So did the Page of Pentacles. So I look at the bottom of the deck after I drew those two cards, and this motherfucker's staring back at me, and I was like, you, we meet again, monsieur. Because yes, we do. Look at these two. I think if I were to get a horse and have a choice in the matter, I would get a black horse. So I've never been upset to see the Knight of Pentacles. I wasn't until I learned that that's the slowest motherfucker on earth. Anyway. So then it became, okay, basically what's the final message? Where shall we leave this? Like if I'm just sticking to the meditations and trusting that I'm not waiting anymore. This is coming in with a swiftness. We're closing the cycle. I have seen so many tens and synchronicities like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. You know what I mean? Like that kind of shit. There was a point where I had 5 9s on this table, for fuck's sake, on this desk. Like, are you kidding me? 4 10s. Like, there's a point that's been being made, and it's just been really freaking interesting. And so this was it. And then I saw the bottom of the deck was the freaking Queen of Pentacles. So, like, I'm not going, when it comes to money, like, we can think of this as like frugal as fuck and being stressed out about money, or we can acknowledge that, you know, they know the tricks to being able, like, is that their home behind them? Is that where they're living? Because it seems kind of spiffy, you know, like it seems, hey, like it seems spiffy, but it's like money on my mind, right? That's what I always hear in my head when I think of this. Mind on my money and my money on my mind. It's like learning how to live in abundance but not be stupid about it. You know what I mean? Utilizing lessons learned and, you know, how to invest, how to have. I mean, everything, not just the 10 of Pentacles, but everything. Everything. right? Like, how many times do I need to see the Witch of, or the Queen of Wands? How many times do I need to see the Magician? How many times do I need to see Temperance? How many times do I need to see the Magician? The High Priestess? How many times do I need to see these two? I recently had both the Queen and the King of Wands. Like, passions are in full effect and shit, and like things, you know, new beginnings and things. So, thank you. I feel like I got to the bottom of this. Like, okay, thank you. I just need to continue meditating, continue letting go of the trauma and the fear, the anxiety of what if I'm wrong? What if I'm crazy? What if I'm, you know, I can't fuck around with my finances and my jobs and stuff. I take care of my mother. She needs me. She's on SSI. That is not enough. It's not enough. So, giving in like it's anime. I don't know if I'm gonna upload this, but if I did and you hung out for the whole, it's going on 11 minutes now, non-edited, not, you know, before editing. So thank you so much for your time. Whew. Maybe you needed to see this too, eh? Love you. Thanks.